No matter how you get your miles into the system, this is where you want to go to enter fuel. First, make sure you've selected the correct client from the drop-down menu, and then click here. Now let me start by telling you that the website does not require you enter trips before fuel, and it will not check at this point if you have miles in all the states you're entering fuel for. So you can enter fuel before trips or afterwards, or in any order you like, because we wanted this to be as flexible as possible. So if your customer gives you an alphabetized summary of states and dates and gallons for their fuel purchases, that'll work here. If your customers give you trip sheets, that'll work here. If your customers give you a shoebox full of receipts for the whole quarter all at once, like my customers do, that'll work here too. You don't have to organize things in date order first or figure out if the fuel being entered matches the trips. You just enter it in however you get it. Data entry isn't my favorite pastime, and I think we're all just trying to get it done as quickly and accurately as possible. Reviewing data, on the other hand, takes a lot of experience and skill, and in certain places, like these over here, the system can help you, but this page is purely designed to make it easy to get the fuel in. So, to start entering fuel, you first need to choose a truck. And by doing that, the system will automatically know the fuel type and units of measure to use because you set that up when you created the truck. Then you're ready to start entering fuel. Now down here is where the data gets entered. Date and state and gallons are required, but everything else is optional. You can fill it in or leave it blank at your preference. Some people like to have extra notes, and others don't. It's really up to you. So let's enter in a few lines. Remember, just like the other data entry pages, you can tab or enter to get to the next field, but you need to enter to get to the next line. So here we go. 6/1/2015, California. Tab, I have no notes. Tab for gallons, 101,578. And I had no amount, so I'm going to click enter twice to get down to the next line. Next I have 6/2 in Arizona. I have an invoice number here. Gallons, 5623, and amount. Now I have all that extra detail here because the driver gave me an actual receipt. And if he's ever audited, that will help the auditor substantiate this particular record. So it's good to put it in if you've got it. But again, it's not required. Hit enter to get to the next line. 6/3/2015, New Mexico. No notes. 64 gallons and 2.58. Enter, enter to get to the next line. Now, did you notice I didn't move my mouse at all? You can mouse around the page if you want, or use your tab and enter keys. I recommend whatever makes the data entry process smoother and easier for you. So let's do one more line. 6/4. Now I'm moving my mouse here because I want you to see that all the provinces and states, in fact all the jurisdictions, are on this drop-down menu. I'm not restricted for data entry. I can enter states that don't touch in any order I like. So let's see here. This guy had 56 gallons. No amount. Okay, so now that we have some data in the calculation area, I'm noticing some mistakes and I want to correct them before I save the data. And I can do that by double-clicking on any data entry point. So let's see here. This Tennessee should be Texas. And this number here should be 6/5. Okay, so now that all looks good, and that makes me happy. That data looks really good. So if I try to navigate away from this page, say by clicking trip log miles, I'm going to get this pop-up warning. Warning, any unsaved data will be lost. Are you sure you want to leave this page? If you haven't saved your data, that's the only time we're going to show you this warning. So if you see it, we know pop-ups are annoying, but we don't want you to lose your work. So make sure if you see it, you stay on this page and you save your data. Now you'll notice, after I click Save, the screen goes blank. That's good. It means my data was saved and the system is ready for me to start the next piece of data entry. When I'm all done entering my fuel for a month or a trip for a quarter, I like to review the data I've entered here under View Edit Data, or by running an IFTA report here, or if I have my trips in too, by running diagnostics. You can watch the videos on those pages to learn more about the ways the system will help you review your data.